I think there is always something special about going out to Lambeau. It's going to be freaking great, guys. We know that place well, don't we?
We in the division this week, and we got to set the tone. What better way to go in somebody else's backyard and set the tone?
Yes, sir.
You're going to enjoy this. It doesn't get any better.
Angelotti said, not on my watch.
Yeah, I say that we are. This is Rock Nation. Pledge your allegiance.
We gon' run this town.
Brother, tell me that didn't just get you so fucking hyped.
I have the hair on the back of my neck standing up right now. They're pumping cold air in this room, I swear to God.
Yes, sir. Thursday night football, Detroit Lions versus Green Bay Packers. I'm with Dr. Dunny. How you doing? How you been?
Hey, pretty good. Finally home from work. What is this? The Lions have 2 primetime games in the first 4 weeks. Are we even living in the same world anymore?
The hype is fucking real, buddy. Even with one loss, the hype is real. A lot of people are picking the Lions to be Super Bowl contenders, definitely NFC contenders. We got a lot of hype, man.
Oh, for sure. The Kool-Aid has been drank. More has been made, and it will be drank again.
It's been poured. It's been drank. The hype video is dope. That comes from Carl Collins Productions. CC Prods Official is his app. Make sure you check him out. We're going to use a lot of his videos for our intros. Absolute gentleman. And he's super good at his work. So make sure you check him out. Give him a follow.
Hell yeah, we need one for the boys in blue on Saturdays too. That'd be dope.
Facts, dude. I'm gonna do the same thing for a Michigan one as well.
For sure, for sure. But all right, tonight's game, Lions, Packers in Lambeau. What do you think? What's your first gut reaction? What do you think?
First gut reaction is Green Bay wants revenge, and Detroit's not gonna give it to them.
Okay. I like it a lot.
Detroit, they opened up as pretty much a pick 'em, plus 100. Dunny got them at Sunday. They are currently at like minus 130, and we're a minus 2.5 favorites.
Right. When I picked it, the Packers were actually favored by a point. So I got Lions at plus 100. I put 2 units on it Sunday. I have 3 additional units going on it today covering the spread. So 2.5 point spread covering 3 units for that. So 5 units total for the Lions. Hopefully it hits tonight. That'd be dope for sure.
W Take. What up, Colton, though? How you doing, bro?
Amen. W Take. They are out for revenge, obviously, after what we did to them last year, but it's just there's too many things adding up, right? Like we're on a roll. They are playing up and down football. Like we're kind of trying to ride this slow rolling, getting better each play, and they are doing the up and down and up and down and up and down, blowing a team out, giving the lead up, or getting blown out and then having to come back and win. So they can play great football. They can play really bad football. That's what I guess the story of the game is going to be. What Jordan Love is going to come out and play against the Detroit Lions. He's missing 2 offensive linemen tonight. So can the Lions get the pressure that we had on Sunday against Desmond Ridder and dial it up for Jordan Love again and make his life a living hell? If we can, I don't see a way that we lose,
For sure. I think that's one of the biggest components for the Lions having success is making sure that their defensive line gets pressure. That's what we wanted going into the season. That's what we hoped for in the season. Going into the season, we have a lot of players in the back end, even with injuries, making a lot of plays. Branch is a fucking animal, absolute unit. I think everyone in Detroit loves the pick and loves seeing him on the field because he just fucking flies around. 11 tackles last week is unheard of. So as long as our defensive line can get pressure on Love, I think we'll have the best chance of winning, especially because their receiving core hasn't been great this year. It's obviously going into the year wasn't going to be like a top 10 receiving core, but they have to get it going in the run game to let Jordan Love alleviate a little bit of pressure and get the ball in the air. So if they can't get anything up front with Jones, and Dylan, then I think they're going to have a long night. And last week they were extremely blessed with Derek Carr going out. I think that's inevitable. They had famous Jameis come in, and they didn't do anything after that. So they are riding a little bit of momentum right now, but I think it's going to come to a screeching halt tonight.
I couldn't say it better myself. Brian Branch, defensive rookie of the year. I placed the bet last night. I was up late, started looking through some things, and I was like, you know what? If you look at his stats compared to the people who are same odds or better odds than him, he has better stats or equal stats, and he hasn't played the same number of snaps as everyone else. So Jalen Carter right now is the odds-on favorite, but I feel like he doesn't play enough for the Eagles front to stay there, to make that big of an impact. He's forced 2 fumbles, which is awesome to see. But Branch last week with his first game where he played a ton, 11 solo tackles.
Yeah, that's unheard of. 11 solo tackles, not being a linebacker or an interior lineman is kind of unheard of. So I'm with you. I like the bet. I think Carter kind of got blessed in the situation he's at. And last week probably shifted the odds for, rookie of the year just because he had an outstanding game. But if he goes on a 3-4 game stretch where he doesn't get a sack or force fumble or anything, those odds are going to be extremely changed.
For sure. So look at Brian Branch tonight. I was looking at his tackles assist line tonight. It's at 5.5 right now, but you have to pay so much juice that I don't really know if it's worth it. Minus 166 is what it's at right now. When we first looked at it, it was 150. It jumped all the way to 175. Now it's down to 166. If it goes to 6.5 for plus money, maybe I think about throwing like a half unit and just hope to God that he continues to be all over the field, which I don't see how he wouldn't be. But Brian Branch, tons of fun to watch. Hopefully the Lions can run back-to-back, rookie of the year. That'd be dope.
Oh, yeah. And gives you something to bet on when we're on defense. Typically, you're always cheering for the offense, but now you got a guy to lock in on defense and hope every single tackle you're like, was Branch in there? Was Branch in there?
That's an assist. You better give it to him. But no, you got any plays that you like for tonight?
Yeah, so tonight is my golf bounce back. He's thrown 2 picks. He's thrown a pick in each of the last 2 weeks. And the golf last year would not tolerate that. I think this week, as long as there's no fugazi tip balls or any, drop passes or anything like that, I think he's going to go under 0.5 interceptions. And then I like his over 1.5 touchdowns.
Okay. I like it. You put a little same game parlay together and see what you get. That's plus odds. So that's a good bet.
Yeah. I'm all in on golf tonight. I also like Romeo Doubs over 3.5 receptions. Okay. We're one of the worst teams with wide receiver number 2s. Okay. And they have Christian Watson coming back tonight. So I'm looking for him to get open in the middle, a lot of attention on Watson and his get back game. So I'm going to be looking for Doubs. 3.5 receptions is not a lot. Jordan Love's passing yards pretty high. So I think he's going to be the guy to look for. Thoughts on Jaden Reed, 37.5. I like Jaden Reed. He's had a lot of drop balls and kind of like fluky plays that's happened in the last few weeks, but they target him a lot. He's always targeted, even in the red zone. So I like Jaden Reed. I liked his fantasy score, and 37.5 is not a lot for him, especially because he gets a lot of man-to-man against a walk-down safety or an outside back or the nickel. I like that play a lot. I think he's going to get, 3, 4, 5 catches tonight. 37.5 is not a crazy line at all.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with the, the number of passes where they go with Watson being back, how much he actually plays, right? And Aaron Jones being back. Aaron Jones is, plays a little bit of a role in the passing game for the Packers here. What I thought which was interesting by the books last week, Love threw 44 passes. The 2 weeks before that, he was in the 20s, in the mid to low 20s. This week they have his pass attempts line at 32.5 or 33.5 now. So they're expecting him to be on the upper half of what his average is. So they're going to throw the ball a lot. It's just who's going to come down with the ball. Is it Watson that he's just honing in on, or is Dobbs getting open because the Lions do struggle against number 2? Jaden Reed, 37.5. That could happen in one play. You never know.
Yeah, he's got the Jets. Like I said, they move him around a lot from slot, and they motion him around a lot to make sure it's man-to-man, and then they get the route on what side of the field they want. So I like Jaden Reed a lot. Like I said, he's had a few mishaps in the last few weeks, but he's a rookie. Shit's going to happen. The fact that he's getting this much playing time and trust in Green Bay says a lot already. So I think they're trying to make him the next Randall Cobb type player. So, sorry, had to move Jack real quick. I like Jaden Reed tonight. I'm not going to take it, but 37.5 is very doable for him.
I did see a TikTok today that look out for Luke Musgrave, the rookie tight end for the Packers tonight, because average yards per throw to him, he's second in the league for tight ends behind Kyle Pitts. So when he does get the ball thrown to him, it's on a deep route. So be looking for that as well. I can't remember what his yardage line is at, but I think he's at like 3.5 catches. I personally don't like it, but Jordan Love's got to throw the ball somewhere. Someone's going to go over.
What do you think about the Amon-Ra St. Brown over 6.5 receptions tonight?
They just keep juicing like this, like they keep upping it. If it was 6 flat, I would feel really good because I'm like, at worst, we're pushing. Right?
Push potential, yeah.
You always have the fear of if he lines out outside, is he going to be on with Jair? But I don't know. I feel like the Packers won't. We kind of talked about this. You told me the Packers don't have him foul receivers, and he doesn't really go down to the slot. So we shouldn't have to worry about it too much with where Amon-Ra normally lines up. 6.5. Yeah, I'll take it. I have it in one of my
plus money, by the way.
At plus money, definitely take. Well, if you're thinking about it, I would lean the yes. It's in one of my Hail Mary parlays that I have going tonight. So I like Amon-Ra. He gets open. Jared Goff always looks for him in a dire crunch.
Another one, over under 45 points. Yep.
Prime
time.
I'm gonna go under. Yeah, it's prime time under. Laporta 44.5. I actually like the over for Laporta today. He's in a lot of my same game parlays for over that line. The man just keeps getting open, and when he does, he breaks like 2 or 3 tackles. He stiff armed Bobby Wagner to the ground. Like, damn.
He's a fucking dog.
He is a beast.
Them Hawkeyes, bro. They are yak receivers.
Their tight end scout needs to get paid more. I'll tell you that right now.
Bro. Where are you finding these kids in the country? Because it's not even like they just bring another one. They already have the other one.
Right.
He's just waiting till next year to play. Once that senior moves out, the next one's in, and he's a dog.
It's ridiculous. Dallas, Clark, Kittle, Laporta now. Good God. Hawkinson.
Yeah, he can just get like a 5-yard out route and turn it into 15-20 just off of broken tackles and shit. And we've already seen that we've been mixing it up a little bit and taking long shots with them. As of last week, they'll probably, try to keep that under wraps this week. But the fact that it's in the playbook and we know he's utilized like that gives me more hope for his over receptions and his 44.5.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure his reception line is 4.5 tonight. It was plus money earlier in the week. Now it's all the way to minus money. So you got to pay a little juice if you want him to get 5 catches.
Yeah, and if you're thinking 4.5 catches, he's got to average 10 yards a catch basically for him to go over. So
right,
I think the over 44.5 is good, but over 4.5 catches seems very good to me. Right. I like either one, but I think they both can smack tonight.
I agree. I obviously we're drinking the Kool-Aid, right? Like the Lions over.
Lions minus 2.5. Come on, you know the deal here.
Absolutely.
Looking into my Thursday night punters.
They're
both at 4. So I'm not riding the system tonight, but I just wanted to let you guys know they're at 4. I'm not touching them. I'm not cheering on the punts, so don't even think about it. But if it was at 3.5, I'd be banging it.
I will say that I looked at this yesterday because I did put a little prize pick together, and the Green Bay punter was 3.5.
Fuck!
People have hammered it enough to up it up, move it up. So,
dude, he's punting 6 times. He's punting the fucking ball today.
Well, I hope so. With their offensive lineman being out, Bakhtiari's now on the IR, and then their other tackle, I'm pretty sure, is also out. So they hopefully should struggle a little bit.
Yeah, they should definitely struggle in pass protection. Maybe not at first, but at the end of the day, the defensive line usually is wearing on you, and kind of see how you set up, and eventually we'll get to the quarterback.
And there's a reason Jordan Love's rush yards went from 16.5 to now 19.5.
Because he'd be running for his life.
He gonna be taking off.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it.
But speaking of the offensive line, one of the props that I have tonight, Aiden Hutchinson over 0.25 sacks. All you need is a half sack. You just got to fall on the quarterback with someone else, and boom, it's cash. It's minus 110 right now. You would love to see plus money, but for just a half sack cash, I got to take it.
Minus 110, I'll take that all day, especially after the week we had last week. I think they're going to get after him, and they know that's the key to this game is getting after him, making him feel pressured, making him make mistakes. Hopefully Jordan Love does what Jordan Love does.
Amen.
Who you guys like for touchdowns? I have St. Brown first touchdown.
Oh, shit. I like it.
Plus 800.
Okay.
It's a big plus. He's our number one receiver. If I can get our number one receiver at plus 800, I'm cool with that.
Okay. Hey, I could see a game script tonight where David Montgomery is not used unless it's a short yardage situation. So obviously you can get David Montgomery at plus 130 right now. That's not a bad bet. Like, he's 2 for 2 so far in the games he's played. The Lions obviously know he's their short yardage running back. If you look at Gibbs running through the tackles, he's getting tackled by pinkies quite a bit. So I don't really know that they trust him at the goal line. Goff even pulled the ball and ran for a touchdown last week. So
Goff cashed his prize picks over. He was at 0.5 rushing touchdowns for the year, and he already fucking
for the year?
For the year, 0.5 rushing touchdowns. Cash.
But no, if you need one that's off the walls, I would probably go Jameer's due, but I would probably go Laporta again. I think he can get open, box a dude out, and Goff will find him, or he'll chuck a guy at the 5 and find his way in.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised we're inside the 5, little play action, Laporta. Yeah, we haven't targeted him a whole lot in the red zone, so I would imagine, like most tight ends, that's going to get an uptick in the red zone, and she's due basically.
Right. I was looking earlier. I think he was in the plus 200, so not a bad play if you're looking for a little sprinkle in action to have fun. I do like Josh Reynolds going over his yardage tonight, or at least his receptions and yardage tonight. I'm not playing it, but he's due. He ran like 26 routes last week and didn't get a single target.
No targets, buddy. Trust me, I had his line, so I remember. Trust me, I remember.
And he played very well the first 2 weeks, It was very shocking for me, at least, that he didn't at least get one ball thrown to him. And I can only imagine that was kind of a point of emphasis this week. Like, hey, motherfuckers, if I'm going to be out there running my routes, you better be throwing me the ball.
Thanks, bro. It's just the way she goes sometimes, target-wise.
For sure.
They get matchups they like. Goff is typically not a third read quarterback. He's got his 1 and 2. So that's the way she goes sometimes. I definitely like the bounce back play tonight, though.
Bounce back. All right. Some unders. If you're looking to take unders, some leans that I'm looking at, you've got A.J. Dillon under his rush yards. He struggled against the Lions. He's only gone over it, I think, 1 or 2 times in his career. Typically doesn't run the ball very effectively. And if you look at how the Lions have kind of held running backs, in check compared to what they typically do, we have a good history this season. For the first 3 games, we've done very well. So look for A.J. Dillon to go under. I would take Jordan Love under 1.5 touchdown passes. I have it in one of my parlays for today, one of the Hail Marys. I really don't think he's going to throw 2 touchdown passes, but you never know.
Yeah, you never know with the quarterback. I like Goff's over 1.5. You like Love's under 1.5. Seems like we're drinking the Kool-Aid.
This is totally unbiased. Totally unbiased.
Yeah, don't look at my hat. So you like the Lions -2.5, or are you just going to pay the juice at -142?
I 2.5. I'll take it 2.5. They'll cover a field goal tonight. I really don't think it's that. I think we win by a touchdown, but I always err on side of a touchdown.
I like that. I'll alt it at 6.5. Another receiving parlay, just two guys. St. Brown 60+ and Dobbs 35+. That's a 145 parlay. Not too shabby. Like I said, I'm kind of all over Dobbs tonight because we are bad through the first 3 weeks at wide receiver number 2. Christian Watson's back, and then St. Brown 60+. I'll take that any day of the week.
Oh, for sure. Dobbs, again, like we talked about with Reed, it could be one catch for what's he need, 45 yards?
35.
Yards? 35 yards. Yeah, it could be one catch.
For sure.
So,
yeah, I like that a lot. Wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2 at plus money. Super low yardage. I would shit a brick if St. Brown doesn't get 60+ tonight.
Right. He should.
Something would have to happen.
Yeah, I agree.
There would have to be a hurricane or something going on in Green Bay for him not to get 60+.
And reports from our good friend Cody Tennis is saying that the weather, there's basically none there. The wind's not even blowing. So looks like we got a good night for football.
We fucking love that. We love a good Thursday night Lambeau with no snow.
Absolutely. Another leg that I'm on today, or I guess another straight play that I'm on, prop play, Aaron Jones over 15.5 receiving yards, 1 unit. Just looking at what he does, earlier this season, he had 48 yards receiving. Last year, he did pretty well receiving. He always catches a ball at least, and the Lions struggle against running backs catching the ball. So I'd like him to go over 15.5. I put a unit on it. I was close to pulling the trigger for 2, but we'll stick with 1 for right now.
15.5 is super low. That could be 1 screen pass. The Lions are in the bottom 10 teams in running backs receptions.
Okay.
So we do give up receptions a lot with man-to-man and with our outside backer or nickel. So I like Aaron Jones a lot. Especially they do run 2 or 3 screens a game. Right. And if he's back and healthy, very, very doable.
Definitely. In the one play that I remember from week 1, he ran an option route or a Texas route and angled, boom, had the backer on his hip and caught it and went to the house. So if he gets that with, Campbell, Anzalone, Rodrigo, it could happen again. No problem.
For sure. What do you think about the Lions getting 76% of the bets tonight and 75% of the money? Is the whole country drinking the Kool-Aid or what?
The whole country's drinking the Kool-Aid, and, they say fade the public, right? If you're going to be a smart bettor, you fade the public because a lot of times Vegas wins. But the public's got to be right sometimes, and tonight is one of those times. The Lions are going to cover 2.5. They're too good of a football team not to. Campbell has too big of brass balls not to. I just feel like we're headed in the right direction. We got the momentum going. Jordan Love, the Packers, they haven't played anyone yet. Let's see what happens.
Do you think the country's thinking more that Green Bay ain't the real deal, or they're actually drinking the Kool-Aid tonight?
I feel like they're drinking the Kool-Aid. With where the line started and how much it's moved, I think it's purely because everyone is shocked that it wasn't a 2.5-point spread to start.
Right.
And then because the Packers were favored, everyone was like, oh, hammer it, hammer it, hammer it. Lions are getting plus money. Yeah, we embarrassed them last year for getting into the playoffs. Obviously, it was Aaron Rodgers and not Jordan Love, but if you had to pick Aaron Rodgers or Jordan Love, I think everyone knows where you're going.
I think we know where we're going with that one.
Yeah.
I think Green Bay fans, even after last week's comeback, they would take him in a heartbeat.
Oh, I mean, obviously Achilles healed and everything like that. But
yeah. So Jared Goff, since being on the Lions, he's 10-2 against the spread against divisional opponents.
10-2?
10-2 against the spread versus divisional opponents. Not winning, but he at least covers the spread. Good teams win, great teams cover.
Amen, buddy. Amen. That's why we've been so shaky with the Michigan Wolverines so far this year.
We ain't covering.
We ain't covering.
Well, the Lions at fucking 35.
Right.
We're never ones to run it up unless Rutgers talk shit the week before.
Right. I feel like Jared Goff, though, gets disrespected so much. You remember this kid was the first draft pick, number 1 overall. He went to the Super Bowl. His offense that he played on scored a shit ton of points that season. Obviously, Todd Gurley played damn well, and Sean
Dog.
McVay is a good offensive coordinator, but he was still leading that offense. Like, people forget that, I feel like.
Yeah, for sure. Another stat. LaFleur, this is the flip side of Jared Goff.
Okay.
LaFleur is 80% against the spread since joining Green Bay as their head coach.
Okay.
So it's a tale of two sides tonight. One of them's going to win. One trend will continue. The other will decrease significantly.
I mean, definitely. LaFleur, though, had Aaron Rodgers. Jared Goff came to the Lions when they weren't really in a good situation.
That's true. I think the only thing that hinders Goff is that his team got a different quarterback and won the chip next year. So that's kind of like obviously you weren't good enough type thing,
Right. I get it.
Because the Rams just added that one player and the Lions got 3 years worth of fucking good, solid picks.
Yeah. I saw a tweet today of the trade. Like the Rams got the Super Bowl and Matt Stafford, and the Lions got all these people. I would do it again in a heartbeat.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, because we're building for the future. I would also do it in a heartbeat if I'm the Rams, because winning a Super Bowl,
Right.
you might never win another one. So
Right.
the fact that if you can lock in a Super Bowl, you can, sell your soul at that point.
Definitely. It worked out for both teams.
Like we got so many studs from just trading our 35-plus-year-old quarterback. It's insane.
With a rocket of an arm. He was
He
fun
is.
to watch.
Yeah, he was.
He got his ass beat on Monday. Like, he woke up sore for sure.
Yeah, every time I watch him, I'm like, oh, he's still so good. He's still so good. That's like fucking watching Swift the last 2 weeks, dude.
Right.
He's a dog.
He
I
is
didn't
a
know
dog.
I didn't know he grew up in Philly, so it kind of
Right.
doesn't surprise me that he's fucking balling out in Philly. Did you see his dad? Did you see
No.
that video of his dad? They showed him on during the game, like a little
Okay.
segment or whatever. He owns his own gym. He looks like Ronnie Coleman. This fucking guy is huge, dude. DeAndre Swift's dad is massive. Absolute dog. I can see where it comes from.
I love it. And we had to trade him to the Georgia Eagles over there in the east side with him being from Georgia.
What do you think about the quarterback push over there? I feel like it's a 50-50 thing in the community right now.
The tush push?
Yeah, do you think, because there's two sides of it, it's corny, or why isn't every other team doing it?
Why isn't every other team doing it? That's what I want to know. If your quarterback's too small, you bring in someone to do the tush push. Good fucking night.
I don't get it. Why? Like, there's so much like scrutiny, at least through the fan bases. I'm sure it pisses you off if you're a fan of the other team and you watch it happen multiple times in one game.
Right.
But why isn't your coach doing that? Like your coach is punting it on 4th and 1 or kicking a field goal, or why isn't your team doing that if it's so broken?
And it's legal. Like, they're not throwing a flag on it. It's not illegal. Why aren't you adapting and using this thing that's hitting at, I forget what percentage, but it's just insane.
I love when they do it on 3rd and 1 and it goes to like 3rd and an inch, and then they do it again on 4th and 1 and get it. I'm like, dude, that sucks.
Yep.
Imagine being the defensive lineman, because
Stop it once.
Offensive linemen are just diving at your ankles.
Right.
It's like Mount Morris's lineman, just diving at your ankles, and you can't do shit. Back to back.
For sure. One final play that I have today for as far as a straight bet. This is my 2-unit play for the day. I got talked into it. Riley twisted my arm.
Oh my God.
Just kidding. All right, 2-unit play. Jahmyr Gibbs, over 12.5 yards for his longest rush. He's hit this in 2 of the 3 games so far this season. I feel like he's going to get a boatload of the carries tonight with David Montgomery just coming back. It didn't look like he was going to play at all. I could see where he's just used in short yardage situations. Look for Gibbs to bust 1 for 13 yards, and boom, we're over. I like it. I love it.
I think he could only have 10 10 snaps or 10 totes, and one of them's due for 12.5.
13 yards, all I need. Go.
That's what we have him on the field for, is that next level type. We'll have Montgomery probably run it 10 to 15 times, and Gibbs will probably run it 10 times.
Right.
Maybe Montgomery's on the lower side, but we'll see how healthy he actually is. You never know until game time. But I definitely can see him busting one for 12.5, second, third quarter. It could even be on third down, third and 20 or something. He gets a little 13, not the first down or whatever, just some fugazi shit. So I really like that 12.5, especially if he's 66% right now.
He busted a 21-yarder in the first week of the season, but we haven't really seen him, get to that second level and see what that speed can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, get past the linebacker and then just him in one-on-one with the DB and see who wins, because I want to see how fast he is.
Yeah, me too. I mean, everyone talks on the team how fast he is. He's like one of the fastest running backs in the league. He's kind of like the little – I wouldn't put him as good as Bijan, but he's right below him. They're kind of the same style running back, not like a stiff arm, more of like a juking running back that can easily break 12.5. So,
right, and the Packers struggled with Bijan Robinson earlier in the season. Week 2, they gave up, I think, 130-something yards on 19 carries. So, hopefully Jameer can do something similar.
The only team to not struggle against Bijan is the Lions.
You're not wrong.
I like Bijan next week. I like a good bounce back with him next week.
Okay. He plays in London this week, 9 a.m. game.
Yeah, those games are always weird.
And Jacksonville's the home team there, so good luck.
Jacksonville's got to get their shit together.
They do. Them and Cincy, both.
Well, at least Cincy at least got to win. Jacksonville looks like garbage. Their offense was supposed to be in fucking insane. But Sweatpants Jesus did call Trevor Lawrence decline this year. Let's not forget.
Whoa. We're 3 games in. Calm down, everybody.
3 games is a lot.
Pump the brakes.
I'm not saying he's not great, but you can have a little decline and still be good.
That's true.
But I also like Calvin Ridley getting a bounce back this week. He had like ridiculous targets the first couple of weeks. Last week was super mid for him. So I do like the Jags getting it back together this week.
I looked at his line before we got on. It was 5.5 for plus money for catches. So 6 catches and he's at plus money. I kind of like it. Not gonna lie.
I like that. And he's a 10 target a game kind of guy.
Right. And it wouldn't shock me.
Yeah. And Zay Jones has been shit and injured already. So I mean he's gonna be their guy.
Right, for sure.
What else Lion shit you got for us?
Same game parlay.
Oh, yeah. Read them off, baby.
All right. It's 5 legs this week. It's plus 320. It's my no sweat bet. So $20 on it gets me, I think, 64. Total payout, $84. We've got golf, no interceptions. So under half an interception. We've got Lions, plus 3. Under 55 total points in the game. Laporta for 25 yards. And Amon-Ra St. Brown for 50. That's all we need. Plus 320. $20. Let's go.
Coming on down to the Jared Goff. I don't see how anything else doesn't cash. I would shit a brick if Laporta doesn't get his 25 and shit another brick if Amon-Ra doesn't get 50 plus.
Hopefully we don't have to shit any bricks tonight. Hopefully it's a real simple game plan. First half, dominate. Second half, turn around, give the ball to Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery, and call it good. Don't have to throw any picks tonight, Jared.
Hey, that's what we're hoping for. No golf tonight, or no golf pick. Give me the 1.5 touchdowns too while you're at it.
Okay, I mean that would probably bump it up quite a bit right there.
Predict the score for me, actually.
27-10.
27-10. This motherfucker's shotgunning the Kool-Aid today. 27-10. All right. I'm gonna go 31-21.
Okay. Hey, I like that too.
Detroit 31-21. I think we actually, get the ball moving tonight and put up a lot of points.
Okay. You're on the over then for the total points tonight. 45. You're over.
Yep.
like
I
it.
think. I mean, if it doesn't, I think it's going to be Green Bay that
Hey, as long
lays
as
an
they stay
egg.
under 55, I don't care.
Yeah, and that's why we alt it right there, baby. We try to
Right.
keep it safe. At least one safe one, and then we let that fucking Hail Mary go.
Amen. Amen. If you want to see my other 2 Hail Marys, they are in the Discord. One of them's plus like 7,000 and another's plus 2,000. So could be some fun tonight.
A little safety at 300, couple thousand, 7,000, baby.
Yes, sir.
I fucking love it. It's the way you got to do it.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
Play a little safe, and then you got to get the lotto long shots, baby. Those are the ones that keep you up.
One hits and you're fucking good all season long.
Yeah, you're juiced. You won't have to deposit. DK will never give you free money ever again.
Ever again.
Not preseason, at least. They thought you would be shit in the bed. They
Right.
said, yeah, we'll get this 150 back, couple deposits. Psych!
Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
You got Pops coming over tonight?
Nope. Sarah and I just gonna chill, watch the game, call it good.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Is there any college on tonight?
There is. Western Kentucky, Middle Tennessee State, I think, is playing. I think there's 2 other games as well.
You got any bread?
Middle Tennessee State +7.
Hey, the +7 again. The Thursday night +7s. We're going back to back.
That's true. Last week it hit pretty good.
That was outright. They fucking smoked them.
They
Georgia
did
State.
smoke them over Coastal Carolina.
Yeah, Georgia State smoked them.
Yeah, hopefully we have another great Thursday. It was so awesome last week.
Yeah,
So
last
hopefully
Thursday
keep it
was
going.
banging, especially for you.
Absolutely. If we could have just got one more George Kittle touchdown, that would have been dope.
They had to throw it to Debo, and I was playing against him in fantasy.
Right. But beggars can't be choosers. You take what you can get. That was a great week. Hopefully we can go 500 tonight, hit a plus money bet, and call it good.
For sure. Green is green at the end of the day. As long as we're green, we're Gucci.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
All right, you Gooch?
Yeah, I'm good. You got anything else?
I do not. I'm going to play the intro as our outro because I want to get hyped one more time before I smack my drink and watch this game. So
anyone who
we
missed it,
appreciate
watch
you guys.
this shit.
Yeah, watch this if you've missed it because it's banging. All right, that's going to do it for us. Go Lions. We appreciate you guys. Much love.
Peace.
Peace.
I think there is always something special about going out to Lambeau. It's going to be freaking great, guys. We know that place well, don't we?
We in the division this week, and we gotta set the tone. What better way to go in somebody else's backyard and set the tone?
Sir.
You're going to enjoy this. It doesn't get any better.
Angelotti said, not on my watch.
Yeah, I say that we are. This is Rock Nation. Pledge your allegiance.
Let's go!
Shout out, Carl. That is awesome, dude.
Dude, that's a banger. Even the second time, same reaction, bro. Absolutely hype. All right, that's going to do it for us. If you guys were watching, we appreciate it. Much love. Show some support to the social medias. And make sure you DM us if you have any plays or third legs for us for the next episode for NFL or college football. We'll talk to you guys this weekend. Much love, guys.
Peace.
Peace.